W.
And welcome to our first knitting podcast.
Yay! You guys might recognize us from Instagram. We run a knitting Instagram account called Abby Knits Twice.
Our knitting Instagram is Abby Knits Twice because we are both named Abby.
Yes. And we both knit.
So therefore we knit a lot of our projects, well, once for each of us, twice combined.
Yeah.
Hence the name behind our account. We have some plans today to talk about some recent yarn acquisitions as well as some projects that we're working on and some future knitting plans as well.
Yeah, we're in general going to follow like your typical knitting podcast formula.
I like on top of yours.
I guess we can intro a little bit about ourselves first. We met about 3 years ago. We actually both rock climb, so we met rock climbing. And then I started knitting, and then I forced Abby to start knitting because I wanted a knitting buddy.
And that's basically how it went.
Yeah, that was like 2 years ago.
Yeah, you got me a present and it was needles and yarn in a bag, and you said we're knitting socks together.
And here we are.
And here we are. Now we have an Instagram account together and now a YouTube channel that we're doing together as well. Okay, so let's start with what we're wearing. You go first.
Okay. So this is my Northern Augustins number 7 sweater by Augustins DK. I knit this in Filcolana Pernilla.
Yeah, I love this sweater.
I know, it's like the coziest thing ever. I want to say I knit this in size C. I'm pretty sure it was the 3rd size. And in terms of modifications, all I did was I didn't knit the collar as like long. As long. And then I added short rows to the back.
On the back of it.
I don't know if
you can bend more. You can see here.
Yeah.
It's a little bit longer on the back than it is on the front of her sweater.
Yeah. So I added short rows, and I just did decreases on the sleeves because the pattern I think does not have decreases, but I wanted them to be a little bit tapered. So I added some decreases, and yeah, that's this sweater. And then I'm also wearing, some hand knit socks. These are some self-drafted socks. Okay, you're just gonna see this in my heels. I played yarn chicken, if you cannot tell by the toe. This was not intentional. I thought I had enough yarn for 2 like white main colored socks. I did not. And then, so I used the light blue color, which I like, but I inevitably ran out for the toe. But I think they're kind of cute. They're very quirky.
I like them.
Thanks. So those are my socks. That's what I'm wearing.
And I'm wearing my porcelain sweater. This is a sweater that I knit, I think, earlier this year.
Yeah.
I think at the beginning of the year. I think it was my first finished project of the year.
It might have been, yeah.
My porcelain sweater. So this sweater I knit. I had my eye on this sweater after I saw Abby's sweater that she knit. It's so pretty, and I love Abby's sweater so much. And then I thought that my porcelain sweater was going to be like my big color work project. This is what I didn't really know much about knitting, and I was like, this is going to be so hard, and this is going to be like, I'm going to tackle this project. It was actually so easy. It was so much fun to knit. I love this sweater. I love it. I think it's really soft because I used a sock yarn for it. I used Cascade Heritage in combination with Filcolana Tilia. So it's like really, really soft. I'll show you up close. Oh, this is kind of hard. I love this sweater so much. I love it. It's very, very fuzzy. And I'm also wearing my they're dirty on the bottom. My packed like Sardines socks by Charlotte Stone. These are a pair of socks that I actually knit really, really quickly over the summer. I think I went to the cottage.
Yeah, you knit them like super fast.
I think I knit them in a weekend, or at least most of them in a weekend.
I think so.
I think I knit one sock in like one day. But I was at the cottage and all I was doing was knitting.
So valid.
So yeah, I knit these socks really quickly. These are my packed like Sardines socks by Charlotte Stone. Oh, sorry, my foot's in your face. So that's what we're wearing.
Okay, so next we can talk about some of our latest finished objects.
Yes.
So Abby B can begin.
My first most finished object. It was the last one that I finished.
It wasn't most recent. The least recent finished object
is my Sweet Dream sweater by Kyleigh Noelle. I was one of her test knitters for this sweater. The pattern is not released yet, but this is my sweater.
It's so pretty.
I love this sweater so much. It's so stinking cute. It is my very first steek sweater, my very first bottom-up sweater as well. So I learned a lot when knitting this sweater. I really liked knitting the body first, which I actually wasn't expecting to really like.
Yeah.
Because normally, okay, people say that they get stuck on sleeve island. I get stuck on body island. I love knitting sleeves.
Body just takes so long.
It does. There's so many stitches. I
Yeah.
love knitting sleeves. I think that they're so much fun because they're so fast and they're so easy to do. I hate knitting the body of sweaters. That's like my Roman Empire. I hate the body of sweaters. I always get stuck knitting the body on different sweater projects that I have. And I learned how to steek as well. I followed her advice in the pattern with steeking to reinforce the stitches with both my sewing machine, and I felted the edges as well. So
yeah,
I'll
you did
show
a lot
you.
of reinforcing.
I did, because I was really nervous about it coming undone. So I'll show you. I don't even, oops, this way. So that's, oh my gosh, this is so hard to look in the monitor and this way. So this is one of the edges that you can see with the felting here that I did, and then I also, you can see the sewn line here as well, and then on the other side of the sleeve is the exact same thing with the felted edge, and then the line of sewing as well that I cut through. And for this sweater as well, because it's so much color work, I am also really bad at weaving it in. I don't like weaving it in. So I did what Abby did with her BB sweater.
Yeah, which I knit last year.
And I just braided all of my ends together.
I think it works.
And I don't even notice it. It's fine. There's just some little like rat tail ends there, but it's fine.
Did you talk about the yarn you knit that?
I didn't know. I used Sandnes Garn Pure Gynt to knit this sweater. Because it's a steek sweater, it's important to use a 100% non-superwash wool so that you can, the fibers, when you steek, they do kind of like felt together and they stay like stuck. With a superwash wool, I don't know how they're treated, but it's treated somehow.
Yeah,
but they aren't like slippery.
Yeah, the like scales on the fibers, they like, I don't know,
But
they like seal together.
It.
Yeah, so they can't like grab onto one another.
Yeah, you want grabby yarn for
yeah, superwash is
a
non-grabby.
steek sweater. And
yeah.
So anyways, this is my sweater. This is my baby. I love this sweater. I'm so excited for her pattern to get released. I'll definitely share when it does get released. We'll share it on our Instagram account.
Yeah,
I'm so proud of Kyleigh for all that she's done with this
I
pattern.
know.
She's a really great designer. There's so many
beautiful.
good patterns that she has. So I was super excited that she chose me to test knit this sweater for her.
What am I talking about?
We have notes, so we hopefully stay organized.
Okay, my first finished object that I have is well, actually it's not mine. It belongs to my boyfriend, Nick. I knit it for him. This is the September hat by PetiteKnit, and I knit this in Noro Tassogare, which, here's my little leftover ball. It was one of those like big ones.
Big one.
Big ball of yarn. So this is Nick's hat. This is actually the third hat that I have knit for my boyfriend. This is
so nice.
I know, because we've had problems getting a hat to fit him properly. The first one was way too tight. The second one was way too loose. And this one I think fits him a lot better.
What was the one
than
that
all
was
the
way
other
too
ones.
tight?
I knit, it was one of the first things I ever knit. It was a Musselburgh hat.
Oh.
And I didn't know anything about gauge, so I used a yarn that was like way too thick, and it was just super dense. Yeah, it's like it constricts his head, but it's fine. So this hat, honestly, like I really like how it fits. It's super comfy. I might need to make one for myself.
I love the yarn.
Actually,
you don't have enough of the yarn, I don't think, for one for yourself.
I was thinking maybe a headband I could
Oh,
knit.
that's cute. And you guys can match.
I know. That's what I was thinking.
We love matching.
It was super quick. I think I knit it in like a week.
Mm-hmm.
It was like easy to follow. This was my first brioche pattern, so
I want to learn brioche.
it was a little bit like wonky at the beginning, but I think it evened out towards the top. And then I also wanted to talk about, so when actually Nick bought the yarn for this, it was his yarn acquisition, and then I knit the hat for him, but he wanted me to knit him a hat and a pair of matching mittens to go along with it. So I finished these mittens. I probably knit these like almost a year ago. Or no, maybe it was this summer. I don't know. It was a while ago that I finished these mittens. These, they're based off of the Alma mittens by Maya Angstrom. I think is the pattern designer, the Alma mittens. Except I didn't do the floral like motif, the colorwork charts on the front. It's just the.
Did you make those mittens bigger than
I don't know that
the pattern intended? Ooh, to the, yeah.
There we go.
There you go.
Ooh.
To the right a little more. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
There we go. Yeah, so they're just this like 1x1 kind of checkerboard pattern. Yeah, but the yarn is so pretty. Nick calls them his space mittens. And the black yarn, which I have here, this is just Istex Let Lopey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I held the two together for
You really need to
these.
get used to the mirrored monitor.
I know. I know, it's so weird. But yeah, so this is basically my first finished object, mainly that.
My next finished object is my Copenhagen cardigan by PetiteKnit. I had been wanting a butter yellow something or other since I don't even know when the butter yellow trend was a thing. It was
I feel
so
like it was
long
like
ago.
this summer maybe.
I think it was in the summer that butter yellow was the color. So I got this yarn. One of my other friends bought me the yarn for this sweater for my birthday this year. So I'm a little bit late to the butter yellow trend, but this
okay,
is my
she's
butter
done.
yellow cardigan. I love it so much. It was so much fun to knit this pattern. I really, really liked it. Because you knit, it's a top down. Is this raglan? I think it's raglan.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's top down. So you start at the neckband and you do an Italian cast on, and then you knit bigger and bigger increases to get to the, I don't know, sleeves. And then you split for sleeves. You split for the body. But you knit the button band as you go, which I really, really like because you don't have to pick up stitches afterwards and then knit a button band. I really, really like it. So you just do like a 1x1 rib button band, and then you do a, what's it called? A yarn over.
Oh,
you do like
for
a
the
yarn
buttonholes?
over for the buttonhole. So you knit all of the buttonholes as you go as well. So they're already in there. And then you just have to sew buttons on. So then I sewed the buttons on as well afterwards. I love this sweater. I knit it with Filcolana Pernilla and Filcolana Tilia. I really like Filcolana yarn. It's one of my favorites.
We have a problem with Filcolana. We love them too much.
We already spent too much money on yarn.
I know.
So yeah, this is my butter yellow cardigan. I love this cardigan so much. It's a very, I would say it's a very beginner cardigan pattern because you don't have to pick up stitches for a button band or anything. It was, in hindsight, when I was knitting it, if I were to go back and knit it again, I would mark the rows that I knit my buttonholes on and put like a light bulb stitch marker or something on my button side. Button band side, so that I would know exactly where to put my buttons because they're definitely not evenly spaced. I tried, but there's some that are not very spaced apart nicely, so you don't really notice it when it's buttoned up, but I notice it and it bothers me, but I'm way too lazy to redo it. I'm not redoing it, so
it's fine.
This is how it's gonna stay.
It's so cute. I want to knit one for myself.
Do it.
One day. I definitely will. I feel like it's like such a nice like staple piece to have.
Yeah,
in
I
your
love it. And
wardrobe.
it's so nice. It's like a nice sweater. Like I feel like I could wear it with like dress pants and like a pair of
Yeah,
loafers and
you
it's like a fancier sweater.
Yeah, you can dress it up or down.
I agree, because I could wear it on my little dresses too in the summer.
Yeah,
I knit it,
know.
or I finished it in the winter, so no dresses yet. But in the
Yeah.
summer, on top of my little dresses, it's gonna be really cute.
I have some socks to talk about. I apologize, these are not blocked. I have been wearing them, so they look a little bit worn. These are just a pair of self-drafted socks. Okay, how am I
To the right? Yeah.
You get the gist. They're socks. These are just basically a vanilla sock. With stripes. The stripes are 3 rows each. I'm a sucker. I think we both really like mismatching socks.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I'm capable of knitting a pair of like perfectly matching socks.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they're basically the same, but like the heels and toes are opposite. Same with the cuffs. I really like them. I actually played Yarn Chicken. So the yarn that I
lost Yarn Chicken.
Yeah, I lost Yarn
Again.
Chicken. Oh yeah, I lose Yarn Chicken a lot, guys. Okay, the red yarn that I'm using is a Cascade Heritage sock yarn, and then the purple is Filcolana Arwetta. Basically, I ran out of the red, the Cascades. Oh,
To the right more. And it's mirrored. See, it's hard.
it is hard.
you can tell.
Yeah,
It's
you
like
can
right
tell.
Here? Is that the first stripe you used? It's out of focus again.
Yeah.
Forwards, backwards. It's in focus. I
Good
think
enough.
it's right about here that you ran out of.
Yeah, you can like kind of
here-ish.
tell where I had to borrow a sock yarn that Abby beat.
Yes, borrow. I want it back actually.
Here you go. One sock for you. But yeah, honestly, from a distance, I feel like you can't tell at all that they're different. I feel like it was a really good match. So
it's like on the toe too, because you knit them come down. So
exactly.
inside your shoe.
Yeah, no one's gonna know. Yeah, they're pretty simple. I just did a short row heel. That's my go-to heel. I think it's both of our go-to heels.
For the most part, yeah, short row, or sometimes I like doing a heel flap and gusset. Depends on the sock that I'm doing.
This finished object.
Okay, next is, I knit a pair of the Sunday mittens by Studio Anneliis.
Yeah.
After the pattern was released. I don't know, I think it was a few days ago, to be honest.
Yeah, it was released like earlier this week. I test knit this pattern.
Yes, which is where I saw them, and I knew immediately as soon as I saw that Abby was test knitting them that I wanted to knit a pair. And I actually knit these mittens really, really fast. I think I
genuinely 2 days.
I knit one mitten one day and one mitten the next day.
Absolutely crazy.
I cast the left mitten on Wednesday and then cast it off on Wednesday, and it's currently Sunday. So on Wednesday I cast it on and then cast the left mitten on, and then on Thursday in one sitting in the evening when my husband and I are watching shows, I knit the other mitten. So these are my mittens. I've been wanting a pair of cozy mittens because I have a pair of Alma mittens when we knit our matching mismatch ones last year, but I find that because my hands are really, really small, I don't find that they fit my hand super great. You have like longer fingers than I do.
Yeah, they're long mittens.
They're long mittens, so they don't fit my hand super great. Still love them and I still wear them, but I wanted a pair that was more fitted to my hand. So these ones, this pattern has I think 4 different size options: small, short, small, long, and then large, short, large, long. Yeah. So the pattern can be modified depending on the size of your hand. So these fit my hands actually perfectly, like all the way around. Like they're basically like it just feels like they're an extension of my hand.
They're like nice and snug. Like they hold your hand. They hold your hand.
They hold your hand. Yes, my mittens hold my hand. So I love these mittens, and I love what's it called, staghorn cable.
I think
is what it's called. It was super easy to knit. I really, really liked it. This would be a good like intro to cables if you wanted to try to learn how to do cables. I love doing cables. They're so much fun, but because this yarn is so chunky, I knit them in 2 days. I used drops, Andes, and Filcolana Tilia again. I held them together. I had the leftover white Filcolana Tilia from when I knit this sweater I had just like kicking around. I also like these mittens, and I think that Abby said this was an intention in the pattern, that you can kind of like roll them down, because I feel like that would be good to put like underneath my like coat sleeves too.
And it'll be nice and cozy for winter.
Absolutely, because it's a really like densely packed knit. You can kind of see how tight the stitches are in it, so it's a really densely packed knit. I really, really like them. These mittens are so pretty and they're so soft too because of the Filcolana Tilia in them as well. So these are my most recent cast off, and I love them so much. They're knit from the cuff up, so you do an Italian cast on and then knit up. And then I was actually, when I knit these mittens, at first I was like, this pattern's wrong. Like, why am I knitting? This doesn't look like it's the left mitten, because all the mittens I usually do, when you do the increases,
like for the thumb gusset?
For the thumb gusset, it goes like the other way. I don't even know how to explain it.
Because this one, it starts like,
I don't even know how to explain it.
It's really well constructed.
It's really well, yeah, these mittens are really, really well designed. I really, really like them. So I was expecting the thumb to come off of this side, but it ended up coming off of this side. But I really like how it like flows and looks, because it kind of, it like scoops up this way. But I wasn't expecting that. I was like, is this part of the wrong? I knew that it probably wasn't, but that's my most recent finished object that I've knit really, really fast.
Yeah. Okay, I think that was all of our finished objects. Shall we move on to some whips?
Okay, I have a lot of whips, but I'm just gonna talk about my like active whips, not my sleeping whips.
The ones that are in hibernation.
The ones that are in hibernation right now.
They can stay in hibernation.
They're staying in hibernation for now. I'm gonna talk about my active whips that I'm like switching between right now. So I'll start by talking about my Dagmar sweater. I started this sweater I think in like March this year.
Yeah, I think so. Because it was right after I finished mine, which was at the beginning of the year.
Right, and it was right after I finished this sweater.
Porcelain, yeah.
So yeah, probably February or March I cast this sweater on. It's been a long whip, only because I feel like, I don't remember why I stopped knitting it. Actually, I think I got bored of the cable pattern. Maybe. I get bored of patterns often. That's why I usually have so many whips. It's nothing to do with the pattern. It's literally just me getting bored of things.
ADHD.
I get bored of things, so I need to have a lot of things cast on so that I have different things to work on. I've said things so much in the last 30 seconds.
That's okay.
So this is my Dagmar sweater. I am knitting it using Filcolana Peruvian Highland wool in like a light baby pink color. Yeah, that is, I don't really have much to say about this. I picked it up again recently after I finished my Copenhagen cardigan. I had one of these sleeves finished and I immediately picked it up and just started knitting the next sleeve because I was like, as soon as I had the motivation, I cast off my Copenhagen. I didn't even weave in the ends or anything yet, and I just went and I ran and I was like, I need to pick up another sweater because I have the motivation going.
Keep it rolling.
Exactly. So I grabbed this. I think I had like, I don't know, maybe like this much of my second sleeve done, and this was a couple of weeks ago, I want to say.
And I feel like you did it quite fast.
I finished the second sleeve in like a week.
I think what we're learning here is you're a fast knitter when you put your mind to it.
Yeah, I am. I think I just need to do it. So I'm working on the body of this right now. I'm actually pretty close to being finished.
Yeah, I think
I've got a good amount of length on this sweater. I knit this sweater, I cast on this sweater because I really wanted, there's a really pretty cable knit sweater from Aritzia. It's a Sunday best sweater that's like really popular, and I was like, I'm not gonna buy it. I can make it myself, but it's been 6 months. March, April, May, June.
It's been more than that.
A few months. So this is my sweater that I have been working on, my Dagmar sweater. I love this so much. I cast it on after Abby finished your Dagmar
zipper.
Dagmar zipper sweater.
Yeah.
Zipper. It's a quarter zip Dagmar sweater.
You guys know what we're talking about, I'm sure.
We'll put a picture.
Yeah.
If we put pictures in this, we probably will.
Yeah.
If we can figure out how to do that.
We haven't tried.
There may or may not be pictures.
Well, stay tuned. If there's pictures, lucky you. If not, we're sorry.
So this is a whip that I'm working on right now. I'm knitting it pretty fast though, because it's on 4.5mm needles, which is pretty big, I feel like, for me. So it's going pretty fast. I love knitting cables. I did make a few mistakes in this sweater though. I didn't make any modifications to it. Well, I guess technically I could call these modifications.
It's true.
I think that my cables, when I looked at it compared to yours, I think that I read my cable charts wrong. This is the first cable thing I ever did.
Yeah, I think
so. I think that they twist
flip
the wrong way maybe or something. I don't know. You wouldn't even notice though.
No, not at all.
If you weren't me. And
it's a uniquely you sweater.
And my honeycomb cables, this does kind of bother me, but you also won't be able to see it, which is fine. My honeycomb cables go, how do I even explain this? In a different not a different direction. They cross at different intervals. Yeah. So my front and my back honeycombs, how do I even show this? I need to try to show this somehow. So the honeycombs on the front of my sweater, I might need you to help me. Okay. Like, I don't know, either hold it up or show it. Like, right now, my first honeycomb, I'm crossing, I don't know, to the right. I don't know how to explain this.
They're going like
out.
So they need to come back in next, right? Or no, they're going
out.
I'm
going out right now.
Yeah.
But then on the back, my honeycomb is the opposite direction. So my next honeycomb on this one is going to come in. Which isn't right. They're supposed to go the same way. I don't know if I did the front or the back wrong, but
oh well.
But yeah, you won't be able to notice it.
No, never.
Unless you're me while I'm knitting it.
Yeah. But it's fine. After that, it'll be fine.
This is my Dagmar sweater. I'm excited to finish this. Okay, your turn.
Alrighty. Okay. I am making... I've been doing a lot of just like self-drafting lately, I guess. I found... Okay, again, if we can figure out how to put photos on this video, there will be a photo of... I found this sweater on Pinterest. And I fell in love with it and I needed to make it for myself. I couldn't figure out where it came from, like if it's one you can buy, if it's a knitting pattern or anything. So I used Excel and I had my spreadsheet.
Excel charts are insane.
Yeah, it's a little scary. Basically, I designed, or I made my own colorwork charts for this sweater.
Are you following a general pattern for it, or are you just freeballing it?
Freeballing.
It drops out of construction.
Yeah, don't mind the balls of yarn falling out the bottom. But yeah, I have completed the body. This is knit in Filcolana Pernilla. I'm using 4mm needles.
I think so.
Yeah, have a look.
Yes.
Thank you. 4mm needles. Actually, I loved this sweater and like the weight of it so much.
Because you used Filcolana Pernilla.
Yeah, this is Filcolana Pernilla on 4mm needles.
Love this sweater.
I know, it's so nice. So I wanted something like super oversized like this, and like this, like nice and like drapey and flowy, and it's also warm, but it's not too hot. So that's why I picked that yarn.
You sound like Nick.
Yeah, I do. So yeah, let me.
You can see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, because I'm
Fill
covering
up the
them all.
frame. I don't
Great.
know.
But yeah, so honestly, I've kind of taken a little break for like 2 weeks from this because I finished the body, which, like you were saying, Body Island is
Yeah, which is
troublesome.
weird. You never finish the body first before
I
your
know.
sleeves. You always finish the sleeves first.
I was really on a roll with the body, and I wanted to see like how the color work chart all worked up, so I just finished it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I picked up the stitches for the sleeve, but then I was like, I've been doing color work for far too long, so I've put it down. Although I think I'm kind of getting my color work mojo back, so I think maybe in the near future I will pick this back up and finish it. Maybe before the end of the year.
Half hibernating sweater.
Yes, half hibernating sweater. It has been sitting in its project bag under my bed for the last 2 weeks. But yeah, it's a drop shoulder sweater. I did short rows for like this top sort of.
That looks so good. I can't believe you didn't follow a pattern for this, Abby.
I guess my pattern is my Excel spreadsheet.
Well, I mean, yeah, but still, like, you're crazy.
Thanks.
It looks so good.
Thank you. I'm really happy because basically I knit like the back panel, like up to where you join the body under the sleeves. I knit that flat, so that was color work flat, and then I picked up the stitches for like each shoulder and did those with the short rows flat, and then the rest of the front all flat, and then I joined in the round, and then I did the collar and stuff. The collar also looks a little bit small right now, but it's super stretchy
because you sewed it down.
Yeah, Abby and I love sewing down like folded collars as opposed to doing like a knit bind off to tack it down. We find that sewn bind offs are way stretchier.
I think it took me like 3 knit bind downs before I was like, why do I keep doing this? Because
Yeah.
I had with this sweater, I sewed this one down, but before I sewed it down, I did a knit bind off. I was so mad. It was like midnight.
I remember you texting me.
I texted you at like midnight.
like,
I should have taken a picture of it because I couldn't get it on my head, and I was so angry because I was so excited to be done the collar. Because sometimes, like, once I joined in the round, I was like, I'm gonna do the collar now.
Yeah.
Just to.
It feels more like
I needed something to do, and I unpicked it all because I was like, I'm gonna be even more mad if I have to keep doing this again tomorrow. So I stayed up even later, and I unpicked it all in the middle of the night. And sewed it down, I'm pretty sure, the same night as well. I was up pretty late.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, I was really bad. So I always prefer sewing it down. I don't know if it's because, well, I have really loose tension though, so I don't know.
Yeah, I think just knit bind offs are just not very stretchy.
Yeah. We have big heads, maybe.
Maybe. I don't know. Oh well. But yes, I sewed down the collar, and yeah, so I literally just have the sleeves to go. So hopefully. Yeah, hopefully I can finish this before the end of the year.
I think you'll be able to.
Yeah, I just need to do it.
So Abby and I
Typing this up.
got reached out to by Claudia and her team at Iwi
At Unit Toronto
to test knit her latest release. Or I think there's a couple more latest releases at this point now. Her Divino pullover. Abby's is finished, mine is not. I have been in a bit of a slump with this. I love the pattern. It's so stinking pretty.
I know, it's so
gorgeous.
Nice.
Like, I love the yarn that I picked. I'm knitting it with Filcolana Alva and Filcolana Tilia held together. And it's so soft, it's so nice. It's gonna be a very lightweight sweater. The stitch pattern is really easy. It's just, I think that because it's so easy, I've been in a bit of I got bored of it, as I do with projects. So I will finish this sweater. It is gorgeous.
So then we can be more matching.
I will finish it eventually. My plan for this sweater is I'm going to knit it like full length sleeves, but I think I'm gonna crop the body because I wear a lot of skirts. I'm a skirt girly in the summer. Yeah. All I wear is like maxi skirts basically. Shout out Sydney Graham for her style inspiration because she also likes wearing maxi skirts. I use her outfits a lot for inspiration. That's what I like wearing a lot basically. So this I'm going to make. I'm pretty much done, I think, the body almost. If I want to make it cropped, I think I'm almost done. I'm probably going to finish this ball of yarn and maybe attach another one to do the rib. Well, I'm going to attach another one to do the ribbing. I think I'm going to finish this ball and then do the ribbing afterwards, and I think that that'll be a good length because I want it to be cropped because all my skirts are high-waisted. Yeah. I think that I wouldn't prefer to tuck it in if I'm wearing it like as a summer knit almost. Yeah.
And then it'll be like loose and
flowy is my plan for this sweater. It's just kind of on pause right now because I got bored of it, but I will pick it up again eventually.
Yeah. Next I have, oh wow, shocker, another self-directed pattern. Another sock. Okay, let me I have the yarn label in the sock. The yarn that I'm using is this really beautiful sock yarn.
Yeah, down a little, forwards. Yeah. Left.
We'll get this eventually. Yeah, it is this gorgeous yarn.
By Skein Study.
Yeah, by Skein Study, which is at one of our local yarn stores. The owner, she dyes them all, right?
Mm-hmm. I've used a few different yarns from Skein Study, and I love them. They're so pretty.
We like them a lot.
They're gorgeous.
So this is a there's mohair in this.
Oh, that was so soft.
Yeah, it is really, really soft. So this is the Mohair Forever base, which is 20% kid mohair, 55% superwash merino, and then 25% nylon. And the colorway is blueberry peach jam. I think it's so cute, and I feel like that's a really good name for these colors. But basically, this is it's turning out to be pretty much a vanilla sock. Mm-hmm. I originally wanted to knit I think it's called the Noelle sock, Knoll sock. It's a free pattern on Ravelry. So I started doing, it's like a kind of all over waffle-ish stitch, and I started doing that, and I didn't like how the texture was looking.
I think it was because of the variegated yarn.
I think it was too much with all the colors.
There's too much going on. Because it already almost looks like it's a texture pattern, I feel like, with the variegation in the yarn.
Yeah, I know, and this is just
too much happening.
Yeah, so I had done the ribbing, and then I started this textured stitch, and then I didn't like it, so I took my needles out and I ripped it all back to the ribbing, and I put my needles back in, and then I was like, okay, I want to do a textures stitch pattern, but I was like, I need less texture, so I was just doing it was 4 rows of just knitting, and then I was doing a purl stitch every 6th stitch,
something like that.
Yeah, kind of like a polka dot but with purl stitches, and that was just too little texture, and it just kind of from a distance it just looked like my stitches were all wonky and messed up. So I and I had I probably had this much done at that point, so I literally laddered down all of the stitches.
Oh, you laddered it?
Yeah, I did, and I used my crochet hook to undo all the purl stitches.
That's probably faster, honestly, then.
It probably took 2 hours to do, but it was maybe faster than
probably just should have
undoing it again.
I don't know
either, but it was, I feel like it looks good, considering I laddered it down. There we go.
Yeah, in focus, here we
go. Yeah, so, it's just such pretty yarn.
There.
Oh, come on. Focus, please. Ooh, yeah, that's so pretty. So that was the first challenge with this sock, and then I knit it, and then I started the heel, and then I was going to knit, it's called the padded sweet tomato heel. One of my friends actually told me about it, and so I was trying to do that.
Never heard of that before.
I'll show you after. It's a really cute looking heel pattern, but I started it and I just didn't really like how it was turning out, so last night I frogged that back, and it basically, so it's it has the slip one knit one sort of texture on it, and which I really liked, but I decided to just incorporate that into just my short row heel, because I love a good short row heel. So honestly, I've never done this before, but I feel like it's turned out pretty well.
It looks good.
It looks a little bit small, but I'm sure it'll fit fine once it's on my foot.
It'll stretch on your foot as well.
Exactly, yeah.
I think it'll be okay.
Yeah, so that...
We'll find out.
I know, we'll find out. This is also... Usually I cast on a 64 stitch sock, but since I was doing that... Originally, that textured pattern, the Noelle sock, that I needed to cast on 60 stitches. So I did that, but then I ended up frogging it back. But I didn't frog it all the way, so I just left the ribbing. So it's a 60 stitch sock.
I feel like your socks are also usually a little bit loose on you anyways, because you always knit them on 2.5 millimeter needles as opposed to 2.25. So I wonder if a 60 stitch, because you're saying that some of your stripy socks kind of fall down.
Yeah, they kind of throughout the day. Yeah, they start to become
not a bad way or anything, but I wonder if these ones might sit
a little
tighter on your foot.
Yeah,
your
I think so.
Maybe.
I don't know. It'll be an experiment.
Yeah, we'll see.
More sock experimentation.
We'll see.
And I'm going to knit anatomical toes because that's what I do on all my socks.
Yeah, well, I guess we can talk about this now. We've never talked about anything on YouTube channel before. I mean, I also always did anatomical toes on our socks. I'll go grab a pair really quickly.
Okay. because I've got.
So with all of our socks, basically what we do is we find that they fit our feet nicer when we do our decreases unevenly. I don't remember where we first saw.
I think it was a reel on Instagram
Someone
where I
did
first saw
this.
anatomical toes.
So basically you do the decreases, like, I don't even remember what our like recipe is for it, but we do decreases every other row for, I don't know,
just
maybe
on one side.
on one side for maybe 12 rows.
I think
or
I
something
usually
like that.
do like eight decreases, so that would be 16 rows. I don't know,
Mhm.
but I think I have longer toes than you.
Yeah, so mine are usually shorter than
So
yours.
yeah, our socks
they're
are
different.
a bit different.
So anyways, you do decreases all on one side for a certain amount of time, and then you eventually do decreases on both sides. So I'll go, it's one of my first 30, but it's
without
fine.
a knit row in between.
Yes, and
If that
then
makes sense.
as soon as I start doing decreases on my like big toe side, I do decreases every row.
Yeah.
And I do decreases every other row up until here. I could probably count it and see. I won't do that right now. But this is what all of the toes of our socks look like.
We have
My next whip that I've got going on is also a recent yarn acquisition, so I'll just talk about the yarn first. It is the Dotty base yarn from Hoko Fibre Company. Eliza, she is so freaking sweet. I like her so much. I have bought a bunch of yarn from her. This is the first time I've actually started knitting from it, but I have a lot of yarn from her in my stash. So I have these two fingering weight 100% merino wools that I am knitting the Kitten Catch Mittens by Florence Miller.
or handmade by Florence.
This is what I've got going on so far.
The colors are so cute
From
together.
them. I love them a lot. They're like a very lightweight mitten. They're similar, I would say, in the construction to the Alma mittens that we've both knit before, but because it's a fingering weight yarn, it's a lot more stitches cast on and they're a lot thinner. So I was a little bit nervous at first. I was like, I feel like they're just too thin.
Too
but
light.
but then Abby reassured me that it will all be okay.
I think it will.
So this is what I've got going on. Oh, it's gonna be so cute.
I know.
I love these colors together. And the yarn's so soft. I love this yarn a lot. I'm excited to keep knitting with it. I'm knitting the cuff on 2.25 millimeter needles, and then when I get to the hand, I'm gonna knit it on 2.5 millimeter needles.
The body.
Yeah, that's why I paused. I was gonna call it the body of the knitting. When I get to the hand, I'm gonna change to 2.5 millimeter needles. So that's my next whip that I've got going on.
Okay, and then we're gonna have a cumulative last whip. So I'll just start. So this is also an acquisition for me. Last weekend we went to a yarn market and I bought this yarn, which is from Winston Fibers Co. Sorry, this is all I have left. I bought 2 skeins of it. Yeah,
Almost.
kind of.
Anyways.
So yeah, I bought 2 skeins of this super bulky. It's not a silk mohair. It's just a kid mohair. It's 80% kid mohair, 10% nylon, 10% eco wool, I believe. So I bought this on Sunday last week. It's currently the following Sunday. I cast this on last Sunday night, and now it is very close to being a completed finished object. Yeah, I haven't seamed the back yet, but it's like, I don't know how to explain like how soft and fluffy and beautiful. How am I? Oh, thanks. Okay.
That's backwards.
So basically, I bought 2 skeins and I used 1 skein for the first half up to like the center point. Thank you. Oh wait, where'd it go? Yeah, up to the center point. This is gonna be so cozy. And then I use the second skein for the second half. I'm knitting size medium, but this is off gauge for sure. I'm using 6 millimeter needles for this like super bulky, fluffy hood.
So fluffy. I love it.
So basically I cast this on and then you texted me like the next day or the same day.
I think the same day. I also cast on a Sophie hood. So I've had a lot of, I'm using a lot of drops Andes. So I've had the yarn in my stash for a while because last year I think I knit a holiday sweater by PetiteKnit. I didn't love it. I just wanted like a fast knit sweater. I didn't really like the balloon sleeves. Is that what they're called? I didn't love it. I knit the sweater and I like didn't try it on throughout the whole thing. I think it was my second sweater that I ever cast on.
Yeah, I think it was.
And clearly it's not a sweater anymore. I decided to frog it because I didn't like it and I was like, I'm not keeping this and I'm not going to wear it. So the yarn's just been sitting in my stash for forever. So I was like, I was doing swatches to see if I had anything that matched the gauge for the Sophie hood, and I didn't have enough of one color of anything. I had lots of like multi-colors of the same yarn, but I wanted it all to be the same. So mine's very off gauge, and I don't love how it's looking right now, because I think that, so I knit a size small, so the decreases are every 6 rows, I think, for this, and yours is decreased every 8 rows. So I might frog it and redo it if I can't fix it with blocking, because I want my like scarf tails to be longer, because I feel like they're really short now and I want them to be longer. So I don't know, hold up yours.
So nice. Oh yeah.
Yours is a lot longer than mine.
Yeah.
Can you tell? Oh yeah, there we go. Yours is a lot longer than mine, and I would prefer mine to be longer, because I don't think that it's gonna like sit around my neck the way I want it to, but I might be able to stretch it with blocking.
I think you'll be able to. Blocking,
but it's gonna be
the savior.
Cute, and it's really, my yarn's way too chunky. I think that's the
so
problem that I have, but it's so cute, and I love the color of it.
And it's gonna match your mittens, your Sunday mittens.
Exactly. So then I just have to. I'm gonna see, because it's really stretchy. I might be able to stretch it with blocking and fix it.
I think you will be able to.
Put yours on. This can be our thumbnail. Oh, neither of them were seamed.
I know. Get on my head.
We need to seam them. That'll help.
Yeah.
And we're at, I feel like, well, we were at the same point. And then you had to knit yours a bunch more than I did, because I was working on my mittens while you were working on yours. So that's what we've got going on right now.
I'm also really motivated. Oh my god, my yarn is behind my back.
Oh, here.
Thank you.
There you go.
I'm really motivated to finish this, because I'm excited for the thing that I'm casting on next, which I will talk about
after.
Yeah, when we get there.
Okay.
Okay, so that was all for whips. Now we can move on to acquisitions. The first thing that I have to talk about is this Egyptian cotton.
It's so pretty.
Yeah, I think this is a roving technically. I'm a very beginner spinner. And I saw this Egyptian cotton from the Fibre Imp when I went to Woolstock, Ontario Fibre Festival.
Woolstock something.
Yeah. Really, really beautiful cotton roving for spinning. I'm kind of learning how to drop spindle. I bought a Turkish spindle actually, which I haven't tried using yet, because I'm worried I'm gonna just keep dropping it.
Right.
But it's okay. Eventually I'll figure it out. And yeah, I saw this. I have 4 of these, because I wanted to be able to spin something and then be able to actually make a project out of whatever I spin. Whenever I spin it, one day, sometime. But it's super, super soft and just such pretty, like, spring sort of colors. Maybe I'll spin this in the spring, because
that's a good idea.
It'll be like spring motivation.
I need to buy a big spinner, whatever it's called.
An e-spinner or a spinning wheel. I have had my eyes out, but
we'll invest in one together.
Yeah, we can
Abby investment.
Yes.
Okay. Good plan.
Yeah, I want to get better at spinning, because it's just such a beautiful art.
It is.
But
like, I appreciate spinners so much.
I know.
It's so pretty.
I know.
I've never tried doing spinning at all, but I've seen you do your drop spindle, and it really makes me want to try and do it as well.
Spinning's hard, but I think like anything, it'll get easier with practice.
That's true.
We can learn together.
Okay, as with most things.
Yep. But yeah, that is one of my recent acquisitions.
Okay, what's next? Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fergus.
Oh, yes. Okay, so we love Fergus Fibre Company. They have really, really pretty yarns, and I am a sucker for anything pink, as you can tell, I'm sure, by the color of my hair and my sweater that I'm knitting, and now the yarn that I'm about to show you. I freaking love pink. So I got this, like, sparkly... Can you see the... Focus.
Oh, wait, hang on. I'm kind of covering my face. Oh, okay.
Oh, it's working. Nice. Okay, so I got this, like, sparkly yarn from Fergus Fibre Company. It's so cute. It's got little, like, sparkly fibers in it, and I think it'll make a really cute cabled pair of socks is I think what my plan is. It's variegated, but not too variegated, so I think that it'll be okay to do with a cable pair of socks.
I think so.
Yeah, this I was called to. I got this one, and then we actually met Kyleigh, by Kyleigh, the one who did the Sweet Dreams sweater, at the fiber market that we went to for the first time. Love her. She's so sweet. We've made a new yarn friend, I think.
Hi, Kyleigh.
Hi, Kyleigh. I'm sure you're gonna watch this. Shout out. So we made a new yarn friend, and she actually got a yarn that's like this but purple, because if you know who she is, her entire Instagram page is purple.
She is the purple queen.
She is the purple queen. And I feel like pink is my color. You like pink as well. But
I
feel like not as much as like I show it.
You are.
I'm an outwardly loving pink. So this I'm gonna knit. I think a pair of cable socks. What's the pattern? My tentative plan is to maybe make the flower knot socks.
I forget who the designer is, but
we'll try and put it in here.
Yeah.
If not, we'll put it in the description of the
sure.
video. So the flower knot socks is what I want
cute.
to knit because I wanted to do a cable pair of socks. Or I'm just gonna do like a plain twisted cable. I probably won't follow a pattern if I just do like a plain twisted cable sock because I like cables and they're easy to do now. So some sort of cable sock I think is my goal to do with this yarn. It's really pretty. And I also got, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but this little teeny tiny sock mini. It's a little rainbow sock mini. I'm obsessed with sock minis. I get way too many of them that I don't know what I'm gonna do with, but I could not buy this.
I know,
it was so cute. And I love anything colorful. Or neutral, actually. I feel like I'm like one extreme or the other. I either knit something really bright or brown.
Neutral. Yeah.
So I got this little sock mini that I'm really excited. I feel like Abby was saying that it might do really well as like an accent color, like a colorwork sock.
I think
for like flowers or
something.
Or...
that'll be so cute because it's not going to be enough to like knit socks out of.
So I'll do it as like an accent or something. Oh, like a little. I don't know, like a sock with like a rows of like different flowers, and then the flowers will be different colors.
Oh, so cute.
Rainbow socks.
Kind of like your tulip loop.
Yes.
How you had the color changing.
Yeah. But maybe like little flowers or something. I don't know. Anyways, this yarn is pretty. I got this. These are my yarn acquisitions, and then my other yarn from Hoko Fibre company as well.
Yes. And then
this is a combined acquisition.
Okay, and then we have one more acquisition to share, which was actually gifted to us by Jacqueline of Lily Dog Fibers, who we met also at the fiber market we went to last weekend. She is so sweet and reached out and asked if we wanted some of her hand spun yarn. Yeah, oh my god.
So these are what we got.
Here, I'll show this one first. I'm not sure what the fibers are in this one, but it's, oh, there we go. It's so soft, and like I feel like these colors are like you and I to a T.
Yes,
like
100%. Like the pinks and there's little like
so
green and yellows in there. I think.
I know, it's so beautiful, and it's super soft as well. So this is,
I don't remember what it is. I think that she sent us what it is, but I can't remember.
I can't remember either.
But that's one of them. And this is the other one here.
It's like an Art Deco sort of yarn.
I have no idea what we're gonna do with this. It's so cute.
I know, the colors are so pretty.
But we're not sure what we're gonna do with it yet.
If you guys have ideas,
let us know, please.
Yes.
Because we've never really worked with hand spun yarn before.
Yeah.
It's so cute. I don't know. I love it so much. I just have no idea what to do with it. So if you have any ideas, please let us know.
Yeah. But we want to say a very big thank you to Jacqueline for sending us these yarns.
We're so excited to use them. So yeah, that's our last yarn acquisition.
Yeah.
So then we talk about plans now, I guess.
Yes, we can.
Plans. Okay, we actually lied. Acquisitions are not over. I forgot that I got these little buttons at the yarn market as well. I'm a sucker for ceramics. I love ceramics. Anything pottery is my favorite. So I got these little buttons from Question Mark Studio. Can you hold those?
Yeah.
Thanks. I got a bunch of them. So I got 5 of them in this little pink color, and I got 5 of them in this little like green color as well.
I love the little flowers.
They're so cute. I don't know what I'm gonna use them for yet. I was just really called to them because they look like some buttons that Eliza knit a cardigan with that she wears all the time from I think her buttons are from Soft Spoken Studio.
Okay, yeah,
I'm pretty sure. And they reminded me of those buttons, and they were so cute because I don't know what cardigan it is, I can't remember that she wears all the time, but the buttons are on the cardigan and they're so really cute, and I really liked I didn't drop it, it's fine. So I'm gonna knit something with these. I don't know if I'm gonna knit, because I have 5 of each. I feel like there's a few cardigans that are like a heavier weight that use 5 or so buttons, but worst comes to worst, I've got 10 I've got 10 total. So I can like mix and match them because the pink and green go really well together.
Yeah.
Oh, this is my
that would be cute.
These are my colors. Look, it's like my sweater, and this is like my hair.
Oh.
So that is my latest acquisition. We lied. We thought, well, I guess it's not a yarn acquisition, but it's still an acquisition. It's for knitting.
Yes.
I'll put these back in here.
Okay, I have 2 plans that I'm going to talk about. The first, okay, don't mind what I've done to this ball of yarn. So this is a ball of pure Gynt. It's a PetiteKnit color. It is color number 3521. Basically I wanted to knit just like a cable, kind of similar to your Dagmar sweater, but because I've knit the Dagmar zipper sweater and I want to do a different cable pattern than Dagmar. So I don't know what this is. I did this like honestly months ago. Some little cable swatch. I mostly wanted to see what it would look like. This was 4.5 millimeter needles. I couldn't tell you what these cables are, where I got them from.
Yeah, I feel like you were just freeballing that.
I was.
And just seeing what you came up with.
But I really liked the look of it, and basically I have loved the Aggio sweater by Aggio Knit for like literally as long as I've been able to knit. I've wanted to knit that sweater, and I never knew what yarn to knit it out of. And this yarn definitely is not heavy enough. I want to say the Aggio sweater is it uses like an Aran or like a almost bulky yarn.
Do they hold it with a mohair or anything, or is it just a bulky?
No, it's just a bulky yarn. I could get a mohair maybe to hold with this, but I'm thinking, because I clearly don't follow patterns too often. I think I can maybe modify the pattern to make it work with this yarn and on 4.5 millimeter needles, because I just love the way that sweater looks so much. I think the cables are so pretty. I love like the one cable right down the center. Oh, I think it's so
it's
pretty.
A really pretty cable sweater.
Yeah, and the sample is in a light pink color, which is what like made me so excited about this yarn, because it's really similar and I just love it so much. I think it's gonna be so cute. So once I finish my colorwork sweater that I'm working on, then I will hopefully cast on a modified Aggio sweater. Is the current plan once I get my sweater knitting mojo back in gear.
Okay. Me next. Yeah. So I already kind of talked about one of my plans for that like cabled pair of socks. The only other really, well, I don't know, I have a lot of plans that I could talk about with yarn in my stash, but like the most immediate other plan that I have to knit is I got a bunch of yarn to knit the loon sweater. So by CM Knits, I have been stalking this pattern since she posted it for the first time. I feel like just like randomly wearing it in a reel, like showing off, because she has like, I think this is the only pattern that she has released, but she also knit like a duck sweater and like a bunch of other things, and I was like obsessed with them because I love all that outdoorsy stuff, and so does my husband. He's obsessed with loons. It's his favorite bird. He really likes them. So as soon as she released this pattern, I was like, bye. So this is my swatch that I did. I did the swatch on 4.5 millimeter needles, and I measured my gauge and it's a little bit too big. So I think I'm going to size down to 4 millimeter needles. I like the drape of this fabric, but I want it to be accurate for my measurements. Yeah. So I'm going to size down a needle. I'm not going to knit another swatch. I'm just going to, it's fine.
Wing it, it's fine.
I'm going to wing it. This is the swatch that I did, so I guess this is another yarn acquisition, technically. I'm doing this in the wrong order, but it's fine. It's okay. I got some Sandnes Garn Pure Gynt. Sam picked this like green color as the main color for the body that I love. It is, focus.
Focus. I'm hiding.
Ah! Yeah. It's this like nice dark green color. It's Sandnes Garn Pure Gynt in the shade 9581. I don't know what it's called, but it's the color 9581. And then just black and then natural. I know this one's called natural and this one's just black, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So that is my plan. I'm going to knit it hopefully in time for his birthday in a few months. I'm going to cast it on, I think after my Dagmar sweater is finished. Yeah. Is my plan. But I knit this swatch and I love it so much. It's so cute.
The loon is so cute.
Yeah, I love it. So this is my next plan for what I'm going to knit soon.
And then I don't have any yarn to show for my final plan, but because it's the middle of November, and usually I do some Christmas gift knitting, I have had no Christmas gift knitting on my radar. I feel like life's been so busy lately and I haven't had time to like think about it, but literally this morning I came up with the idea of knitting little Christmas ornaments for some of my family members and friends for Christmas. So
that's cute.
I think I'm
fast knits.
Yeah, exactly.
They need time crunch.
They need to be speedy knits, and yes, that I can make a lot of hopefully quickly. But I was going to knit the tiny tree socks by Summerly Knits. Yeah, Abby, you knit those last year or the year before?
I think last year.
Maybe last year. Yeah.
For a few different family members, I knit them each a little tiny tree sock.
Yeah, and you said they were fast and pretty easy.
Yeah, they were fast. So they weren't that bad because you just knit a tube sock and then do an afterthought heel.
Perfect. And it's a free pattern as well, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a free pattern.
Yeah, so I'm hopefully gonna do those. So I don't have any more red sock yarn because I lost yarn chicken, but I have lots of greens and
Got some red
whites.
you can have. I have a wide yarn stash. I have a lot of yarn.
But yeah, so I'm just going to hopefully knit a bunch of cute little like scrappy Christmas ornament socks. So I'm excited to finish my Sophie hood so I can start whipping up those little
Yeah, you're
ornaments.
more of a monogamous knitter than I am. You usually have maybe 2 projects cast on and you won't cast on anything else. You forced yourself to finish. I am not a monogamous knitter. I get bored and I cast something on. Polyamorous knitter. Is that everything?
I think that's everything.
Do we just say bye?
I guess so.
Thanks for watching.
I hope this was enjoyable to watch, and hopefully you got some knitting done while you're listening to us blab
for however long the video is gonna be.
Probably long.
If we figure out how to edit it,
fingers crossed.
We'll find out. Yeah,
It'll be
hopefully
fine.
it looks good.
But yeah, you will hopefully be seeing more of us soon on a somewhat regular basis.
We hope. Our goal loosely is to do a video a month.
Yeah.
I think is what we talked about.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty doable.
I think
We're both really busy, but we like hanging out and we like knitting, so we want to share our knitting and hang out with you because this feels, I don't know, I hope it feels personal, I guess.
Yeah.
It feels personal to us when we watch other people's knitting podcasts, so
exactly.
let's be friends. Watch a knitting podcast with us and hopefully you get some inspiration for things that you want to knit or find some, I don't know, yarn dyers or yarn spinners that you want to use and buy stuff from and support.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks a lot for watching.
Bye.
We'll see you next time.
See ya. Oh, wait, what?
Oh yeah.